Savita, a young girl in a drab pink dress, sits alongside an elderly woman soldering pieces of glass. So she was soldering the pieces of glass. As her hands moves, as her hands move mechanically, like the tongues of a machine, her hands were moving like the tongues of a machine. I wonder if she knows the sanctity, the holiness of the bangles she helps make. It symbolizes the bangles that she is making. It symbolizes an Indian woman's suhag. Suhag means auspiciousness, holiness in marriage. It will dawn on her suddenly one day when her head is draped, covered with a red veil. Means she'll be able to understand one day when her head will be covered with a red veil, red cover. Her hands dyed, colored, red with henna, and red bangles rolled onto her wrists, means she would get married. She would understand the importance, the holiness of making bangles or bangles. She will then become a bride, like the old woman beside her, who became one many years ago, her mother-in-law, who became one many years ago. She still has bangles on her. The narrator says that old lady, her mother-in-law, still has bangles on her wrist, but no light in her eyes. She has lost her eyesight. एक वक्त शेर भर खाना भी नहीं खाया, she says. Even she has not taken one-time meal, she says, in a voice drained of joy, lacking joy. She has not enjoyed even one full meal in her entire lifetime. That's what she has reaped, she has yielded, she has got from her labor. Her husband, an old man with a flowing beard, says, I know nothing except bangles. He says he knows nothing except making bangles. All I have done is make a house for the family to live in. Hearing him, one wonders if he has achieved what many have failed in their lifetime. He has a roof over his head. The narrator says, even many have failed in their lifetime to make one house for their own, which this Mukesh's father has been able to do. The cry of not having money to do anything except carry on the business of making bangles, not even enough to eat, rings in every home. That complaint means the cry of not having money to do anything except carry on the business. Only they do their business making bangles. They don't have the money. That is the usual complaint in every house. The young men echo the lament of their elders. The young men, they also express the same sorrow of their elders. Little has moved with time, changed with time. It seems in Firozabad, years of mind-numbing toil, hard labor that will silence the mind. Years of mind-numbing toil have killed all initiative and the ability to dream. Because of the years of hard labor, they have lost everything that has numbed their mind. Why not organize yourselves into a cooperative? I ask a group of young men who have fallen into the vicious circle of middlemen who trapped their fathers and forefathers. So when the narrator asks them, why don't they organize into a union? She asks a group of young men who have fallen into the vicious, evil, immoral circle of middlemen who trapped their fathers and forefathers. Even if we get organized, we are the ones who will be hauled up, beaten, means pushed up by the police, beaten and dragged to jail for doing something illegal. They reply, if they did so, they will be beaten up, dragged to the jail for doing something illegal. There is no leader among them, no one who could help them see thinks differently. No one is there to lead them. Their fathers are tired as they are. They talk endlessly in a spiral that moves from poverty to apathy, lack of interest, to greed, to injustice. Means they only talk of all these things, lack of uh, spirals that moves from poverty to apathy. They talk of poverty, lack of interest of the government, greed and injustice. Listening to them, I see two distinct worlds. One of the family caught in a web of poverty, burdened